Welcome to another edition of the Sports War. And we are back. We got the full crew in the house. That is what it's all about. The Yankees out of any team that I think are the best equipped to handle a bullet.
I think there is a higher power at play here. He's due law of averages. That dude is the ultimate scrub. Trash. Every person you have there is fucking trash.
Next game, you're going to see a big performance. You can see it in the end of the game, and I'm just totally stoked and excited for this.
And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Port here on a Tuesday. Barnes and Michael, what's going on, brother?
Yo, what's going on, dude? How's your day? Are you excited for later today?
Yes. Good day, busy day so far, and going to the Islanders game with Alan. Excited about that. Obviously, Rangers fan, but enjoy seeing hockey, and it's interesting because obviously hockey's not baseball, Yankees, so it's not as tough to watch just two random teams playing. I haven't been to enough hockey games, so it's great to be able to go there once again. It's been a couple of years. I went to 2 games. I think it was 2 years ago. But the deals over there are unbelievable. So you just feel like, you got to take advantage of it. So definitely looking forward to that. And there'll be a lot of young talent in the building. You have the first overall pick, Macklin Celebrini, from a couple of years ago. And then you have on the Islanders, Matthew Schaefer, who was the number 1 pick in this past year's NHL draft. So just a lot of, young talent. So really looking forward to that. Also, and maybe we'll talk about this a little bit at the end too, but any hype for you? No Knicks today, but just the NBA season in general. Honestly, any hype?
Yeah, just a little. I'm excited to see the new, additions to teams. Teams who have just started getting better towards the end of the year. I'm excited to see the Spurs, Clippers, even honestly, see what they're like in the West.
Kind of a weird year with the Boston injuries.
Yeah.
The LeBron injury to start. I don't know. Is there anybody you look at in particular that you think, wow, this is their shot. This is their time this year?
It's tough. I feel like our guy Edwards is going to have a great year, but I don't think his team's good enough.
You think OKC's going back-to-back, basically?
I don't know. I think the Spurs are going to surprise people if Wemby could stay healthy.
And who else do they have? Wemby, Castle, Vassell. I just picked Vassell in my fantasy draft last night.
They have the other guy they drafted last year. Or this year, I should say. The rookie. I think he was 3rd overall.
Was he foreign?
No. He's I forgot his name. Right.
I gotta look.
Castle's the UConn guy.
Castle was the number 1 pick or was it
2 years ago?
Oh no, last year, because Wemby, this is his 3rd year.
Yeah,
which is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's just crazy.
It is. But no, so they had the 1, and then the 3, I think.
Okay, gotcha.
Which is nuts.
But yeah, it's and there's a little more juice for me with 2 fantasy basketball teams. So you keep an eye on everything. 1 league, I got AD first round, and then last night I got Giannis. So I feel like for fantasy basketball, Giannis.
The Knicks, I'm excited for the Knicks. I am.
Yeah, Brogdon retirement.
I know, crazy. Brown though, I'm excited to see what he does.
You think better coach. And Yerny. What did he say?
He says, "You're what's good, my peoples."
Yeah, good to have Ernie here on a afternoon edition. That's for sure. And I'm looking. Oh, Dylan Harper. That's who you're talking about.
That's right.
Yeah.
So they got a lot of young talent. I'm also excited to see Philly. I'm excited. I like the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
And then obviously midway.
The monotony.
Yes, and then obviously the end is dope. So
yeah.
It's good to have it back. Another sport to watch.
Right.
So can't complain.
It almost feels like now or never for the Knicks. If there was going to be a time with this group before they change things up.
Yeah, no, I think so.
Not going to be
Boston's
easy,
hurt.
But right, I know they beat Boston, but that was, I don't know. They were already, that was before. They were doing well in that series before the Tatum injury.
Yeah, I don't know if who knows what would have happened if he didn't get hurt.
Yeah. It's hard to say for sure.
Ernie saying, Theophil, the Voltrex to my untimely weekend outbreak. How are you? Where does he come up with these?
I know.
Senor Barnaby, LFG Yankees.
You know, I haven't said that in a couple of weeks. I've been meaning to say it, and yes, of course, always let's go Yankees. I can't wait to see what they're going to do this offseason. But I've been meaning to like say that in like the group chats. But then you have the Kev do, go Yankees, are they playing? Like I know he would say something like that, so I haven't said anything. But obviously, I'm thinking about the offseason plan, Ernie, and I'm telling you, I was talking to Corey about this yesterday, Matt about this yesterday. I think I've even talked about it with you, Michael. I've mentioned it to Tony. I really want Spencer Jones, who's what you are you familiar with Spencer Jones or no?
He's the
left-handed, like version of Judge, basically.
Yes.
Not as heavy, but
where is he?
He's going to be in the majors. He's AAA last year.
Oh, so he's coming.
He should
bringing him up.
He should be opening day starter, provided depending on what they do in free agency.
That's pretty dope.
But he could run and he could field even better. So obviously he had a lot of strikeouts, but if he cuts that down, it'll be great. And then Jason Dominguez, they kind of said he was going to be an everyday player, or that's the plan right now. I think he could be really good. So I like those two guys and just having a real homegrown group. And yuck, no way, LOL. And if you could elaborate, Ernie, if you wouldn't mind, and we'll go back to that whenever, but we'll keep things moving along. But definitely elaborate a little bit, Ernie, on that. And if we could start, Michael, in the world of the National Football League.
This kid is special, man. Just think to do that.
Gonna run for it. He got it. And there he goes. Oh, the play of the year in the NFL. Throws intercepted by Surtain. Nobody's gonna catch him. Jones to the end zone. Touchdown. Quincy Williams leveling Murray. There he goes. Jamar Chase. Not yet. Touchdown, Bengals. Stafford, Williams. What a hit by Budda Baker. Budda Baker just saved the touchdown.
All right. And one other thing from Ernie here.
He says, at this point, I don't want Jones. Deal him to get a star. Package with Dominguez for Carroll.
So this is the thing, Ernie. What star? If it is actually a star, I would be open to do that. But if it's for somebody who we're not that excited about, I don't want to do it. And I just think people are scarred from what Austin Wells and Anthony Volpe haven't done. But I just think for years and years we've wanted to give guys opportunities. So unless, like you said, unless we're going to trade for a star, I fully support them getting opportunity. And also that is how you get really good. You think about the Blue Jays, some of the guys they've brought up through their system. I know they've had free agents as well, like George Springer. But that's how you get really good if you hit on your home guys. And we can't be afraid to give them a shot, though. That's my only thing. But like I said, if it's for a Tatis or an Ellie, maybe O'Neill, even though the strikeouts get me nervous. But something like that, Ernie. So I guess we'll see what's out there. And hopefully, it's an aggressive offseason either way. And we'll definitely keep an eye out for it as it moves along. But by the way, this NFL segment, Michael, is brought to you by Velvet Llama. Premium canned cocktails crafted by NYC bartenders with a playful spirit. Enjoy their award-winning espresso martini with Italian espresso and chocolate notes, the crisp Moscow Mule with Nigerian ginger, or the spicy margarita with organic agave and jalapeno. These ready-to-drink treats are made with the finest ingredients. Grab yours at velvetllama.com and ride the smooth wave with Velvet Llama. And I'm sure anybody who backed the Bucks or was a Bucks fan last night needed a couple Velvet Llamas to get through that one as they fall 24-9. Baker Mayfield doing his best Jeremy Schatz impersonation, 28 of 50.
It's so funny.
228 touchdown to pick. What's that?
It's so funny. Like, I feel like now people wait till the end of games and stuff to attack you on social media. With your predictions.
Yeah. Well, that's why it's like, listen, they're just going to look for that stuff.
Literally 30 minutes after the game.
But it's but you know what I mean? I wish we could all talk in an open forum and I could challenge them to post their picks.
I know, exactly.
Someone got one wrong?
I know.
Wow, that's never happened. That's crazy, right?
I know.
We should send them to prison.
Yeah.
Anyway, that nonsense. But Baker, watching this whole game, missing receivers left and right. And I know the Evans injury didn't help things But he's had success with, even Tez Johnson, who was a 7th-round pick, caught a touchdown in this one. Igbuka was back. He had success with Otten. But for whatever reason, this Lions defense giving him trouble. Sacked 4 times, only a 23.7 quarterback rating. So many opportunities down the stretch, but just could not put up another touchdown on the board to get this even to a 1-possession game. So it was surprising. I thought at the very least, even if they didn't win, that they would keep it close, but they just didn't. And it is what it is. I don't think the running game helped as well. Rashad White only had 38 yards on the ground. And the Lions really just ran it right up the gut, for 164 yards, 136 of those by Jahmyr Gibbs, who had 2 touchdowns. And Jared Goff, 20 of 29, 241, a touchdown and a pick, and sacked 4 times, 29.4 quarterback rating. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 6 for 86 in the score. So the Lions moved to 5-2 and have won 4 of 5 games since dropping the opener to Green Bay. And some big news coming out of this game. It looks like Mike Evans is either going to be out for the season or miss basically the whole year after breaking his collarbone last night, also getting a concussion. So clearly that 1,000-yard streak that he's been on since the start of his career will be in jeopardy. So that is disappointing. But you look at the Bucs, and I think they're, despite that being a massive loss, they are one of the best teams to be positioned to absorb one of those, because Emeka Egbuka, and I'm sure they were high on him when he came into the league. I bet for them even he's exceeded those expectations. So he's ready to step in. And then, wait, what is he saying?
To the gulag?
What does that mean?
I'm not sure.
Probably some reference that I should know, a show, this and that. But you got Godwin coming back. You've got Egbuka. And then, like I said, I'm impressed with Tez Johnson. And then, Cade Otton and Sterling Shepard as well. So there's more than enough there, as disappointing as it is for the Bucs. And I'm sure they hope that Evans could come back for the playoffs. And I'm sure he'll do everything he can to get there. But we know now, regular season, luckily, of all my teams, I only have him on one of my fantasy teams. Nevertheless, though, disappointing for them. But if you look at what's coming up for the Bucs, who are also 5-2, so what it's going to be is Sunday, 4:05 in New Orleans. So after a tough game here on the road against the Lions, they get kind of a break here with the Saints. So that's a game, I would expect them to easily win. And then also, as Josh Beachek said, it says, "Yo, what up, fam?"
Yo, Josh.
Good to have Josh here with us. The Lions will be going on their bye and then host the Vikings. So that should be a good game coming up as well. So that was the first half of the doubleheader. And I don't know why. I don't know. Just I guess they're thinking maybe, we'll get some big West Coast numbers that maybe they wouldn't necessarily get if they did the 8:00 start. But they have the Texans Seahawks game start at 10:00. So I think I saw the first half of this game. And I have to say, probably actually one of his worst games of the season, but 5-2 is 5-2. The Seahawks, 27-19 over the Texans. Darnold, 17-31, a touchdown and a pick, only a quarterback rating of 40. But he did find Smithing Jigba, 8 receptions for 123 and a score. Kenneth Walker added 66 on the ground, and Zach Charbonnet, caught 2 passes out of the backfield and also ran for 49 yards and 2 rushing touchdowns. So the ground game was in full effect here. So I was impressed that they were able to get 27 points on this stingy Texans defense. Darnold, the 1 interception and sacked twice. I didn't think that was too bad. And they even lost 2 fumbles, but they were still able to beat the Texans. CJ Stroud, it's just been a struggle. 23 of 49, 229, a touchdown and a pick, sacked 3 times, only a 25.2 quarterback rating. They didn't really run the ball. Nick Chubb only got 5 carries, so that lost me a fantasy matchup by less than 1 point. So that was pretty tough to take as the Texans, are now 2-4 and really fighting for their season. And then Ernie says, Gulag is jail. Do not play COD. Jesus Barnes. So I have played COD. but I'm just terrible at it. So I gave up probably playing over 10 years ago. It's just not fun. You just killed 1 second, done. Don't have the reflexes. But for some reason, not that I was like a stud or anything, but Gears of War, I always was able to kind of hold my own a little more. Even Halo as well. I haven't played those games in a while, but would be open to it. And I hope when I make my return to the gaming corner that we do some Gears of War, because I think it's nothing better. One-on-one, gridlock, rushing the boom. It's definitely been a while since I've done that. So I would definitely like to do that. But you look at what's upcoming here. So Houston, like I said, fighting for, just to stay relevant this year. Have the 49ers at home and the Broncos the next 2 weeks. 3 home games in a row, actually, because then Jacksonville as well. So a couple tough games coming up. So we'll see if they can hang in there. But you think about that dream season a couple years ago, and to see where they are now, it's definitely disappointing. So we'll see if they could right the ship. In terms of Seattle, 5-2, right with the Rams, and in the 49ers for first place in the division, and they will have their bye this week, and then a Sunday Night Football matchup with the Commanders. Rams game in a few weeks, Cardinals before that. But yeah, I mean, Seattle is in good position. It's working out so far with Darnold, but I don't think last night was great. So we'll see what happens, as this season progresses, and he gets more tests, from tough defenses. I think that's going to be interesting. But just like that, that's week 7. And then week 8 gets started, matchup this Thursday. So 2 days from now on Prime Video at SoFi Stadium. Again, we get the Chargers and the Vikings. The Chargers 4-3. Vikings come in at 3-3. And both teams coming off of disappointing losses. The Vikings losing that game 28-22 on Sunday to Philly, and the Chargers losing by 2 touchdowns to Indianapolis. So this is going to be an interesting matchup. I don't know if they're going to go with J.J. McCarthy at quarterback. Should they? Limited at practice on Monday. I don't know. Wentz, the numbers are okay, but he just has those head-scratching decisions. So it'd be interesting to see if they want to go back to him. And then for the Chargers, Joe Alt looks like he's questionable, but that would be a big get for them to get back. But I think they should win this game. Vegas expecting it to be close. Open to Chargers 2.5. I guess everybody's hammering them, so it's up to 3.5 now. But that should be a good game on Thursday. But I just can't believe we're already saying week 8. Halloween around the corner. Just unbelievable. That's for sure. But if we could, Michael, switch gears and go to the world of Major League Baseball.
It's deep to left. It's 700. Albert Pujols.
Yeah, what a play! Stop it. Yeah.
And Alonso cracks one. The Mets win the ball game. Out of sight. And it works at 100 miles an hour. 14 strikeouts.
Throw deep to left field. There it goes. See ya.
All right, so the World Series matchup is set. The Blue Jays on the power of a George Springer 3-run homer in the bottom of the 7th off of Bizzardo, a pitcher that I'm not familiar with, advanced to their first World Series since 1993. So, in a sense, feeling like the Mariners blew it, that 3-1 lead, and it was kind of interesting. They go with Wu out of the bullpen following George Kirby. He had 2 on, and I think it was 1 out before Springer stepped to the plate, and they go with Bizzardo. And it was interesting. And yes, it is another beautiful day to golf, Josh. I know Josh is fiending, Michael, after these range sessions. Boy, if they had a live stream of the Kev do at the range with Ernie and Josh, I mean, are you kidding me? That would be insane. But yeah, we definitely got to get back out there, Josh. And Bizzardo pitched very well this year, but it's just kind of interesting. Season on the line, and I know it would be a lot to ask for, but it's like you were in a jam there. Springer seems to always come up big. I mean, I don't know why they just didn't go to Munoz. I think it would have made a lot more sense, but obviously hindsight 2020. And I think the biggest thing is this Toronto Blue Jays team. I mean, the resilience, as much as I hate saying it, because we were talking about it before the show, Michael. Can't stand them, can't stand Vlad. But they have shown the resilience this postseason to come back, to get big hits. Things were not looking good before that bottom of the seventh inning, and they were able to piece it together with the bullpen, using Gaussman for an inning, striking out the side in the seventh, even Chris Bassett in the eighth. Usually in these, winner go-home games, they do tap into the bullpen, and then Jeff Hoffman all of a sudden has found it again after really being almost unpitchable for stretches this year. So, obviously big win for them, and very disappointing for Seattle. Still remains the only team in the majors that has not been to the World Series. But I'm sure with the talent that's on this team, that's coming soon. I would almost guarantee
not
that.
too soon.
Yes, not too soon, but you would think. But obviously, yes, Yankees got to get theirs first, of course. So we have a little lapse here. Game one will be in Toronto on Friday between the Dodgers and the Blue Jays. And I think basically, I know it's not exactly, but it's like 2-1 favorites, for the Dodgers to win this World Series. And it's interesting. I'm kind of curious what Josh and Ernie think about this, as is any of our other fellow baseball fans out there. Me and Mike were talking about it before the show, and it's like there's just no way in hell. And I understand we're all sick of the Dodgers, the Ohtani sleazy contract, and stealing all of the Japanese players, not letting anybody else sign them, circumventing the CBT, all of that. But there's just no way that I could root for the Blue Jays. I mean, just no way. So, obviously I didn't want to see the Dodgers go back to back, but I'm certainly not rooting for Vlad to get there. I hope it's an emphatic sweep. And I just can't wait for spring training. Can't wait to hear the full offseason product. And this is, I think, prefer.
Yeah?
Yeah.
He's still in the fold?
I don't know if it's one person, a couple people, but they just like to change names and stuff. But whatever. I just saw the new script for 26 said the Mariners will be going to the World Series against the Dodgers. But yeah, there's no script. And if there was, it would say the Yankees are going back to the World Series and getting the job done, because we're all sick of it and it just needs to happen. Maybe he knows Tony. Oh man. But yeah, I mean, there's no juice, obviously, for me. And it was unfortunate, too, because I was at the, Josh says it's impossible for both teams to lose. Yeah, I wish. I wouldn't even have watched any of this game. But, of course, I'm watching the football game at the sports book. And then when there was, halftime or something, they switch over to the volume. And, of course, it's when Springer hits the homer. So, yeah, I mean, I was not taking any enjoyment out of that. And to be honest, too, yes, the whole thing, the Dodgers, the circumventing, all that. But I said it this year with, facing the Red Sox in the playoffs. It's I want to face the Dodgers next year, and I want to beat them because we should have beaten them last year. And I know, they played something better, this and that. But you think of game one, you think of game five, and you think of the fact that you should have had a 3-2 lead going back to Los Angeles for game 6. So it was possible then. I think our team will even be better now. But really had to have this offseason. Me and Josh and Ernie and everybody has been talking in length, in detail, about signing Murakami. So I hope that happens. I just think this lineup needs a jolt. I think he would provide that, something different. So I hope they do that. But, obviously the hot stove really not going to get started until the World Series is over. And it is crazy, too, just how time flies, Michael. Just thinking back to last year, it's almost exactly a year where I've randomly got the news a day or two before going to the World Series, the show from the pool in Los Angeles, and here we are now. Still that empty feeling, but I know it's coming, honestly. I mean, do you know, Michael? Because I know we've been down this road a couple off seasons, obviously.
Yes, it's got to happen. It's gonna happen. Judge finally proved himself.
Yeah.
That was a big what if.
Now he needs his help.
Right. And I think
Cole back, and
Yes.
I did hear from an inside source, Cole like had
jacked up.
Yeah, after they were eliminated, kind of saying like, this is unacceptable, that type of thing. Like he's ready to go. He's ready to run through a wall.
I'm ready.
Yeah, I can't wait to see him. Yeah, I think our pitching is gonna be great. So just let's refine this offense, and that's it. So,
and I like the young guys. I want
Yeah.
the young guys. I like you've always, even Matt, I could hear him in my head.
Mhm.
The farm system.
The military. Have you heard him say that?
Yeah.
No one heard him say that. And then when he's like, you know what I mean, dude? Like, it's really got to be like that, dude. But really, it does. Like, but I'm telling you, I know Jones and Dominguez are going to be good. I know Ernie's skeptical. I understand it. Probably Josh. I mean, just taking a guess. But I know those guys are going to be good.
Josh skeptical? No.
No. But listen, we got a little time here, so let's see how the chips fall, and they will fall where they may. But we'll talk about the World Series more on Friday. But if you could pull up, Michael, the Immaculate Grid, and this is going to be brought to you by Velvet Llama. So it looks like a good one today. Ernie, Josh, anyone else here, definitely offer any suggestions you have. I'll do my best for now. So let's just take a look at this. I'm really trying to think of somebody like very random. So for the Yankees, if you want to do, so it's going to be bottom right, Jose Molina. M.O. Oh, and then maybe get some music.
Oh, yeah. How dare I?
Okay, so we got that. And then let's see. The Yankees is going to be the easiest one to do. So if you could do played shortstop for the Yankees, so that's bottom middle. And let me just get the right guy 1 second. So it's Eric Almonte, and Eric spelled with a CK. And then Almonte, A-L-M-O-N-T-E. Filled in for Jeter when he separated his shoulder in Toronto. I believe that was on opening day, Josh. You can correct me if I'm wrong. Probably, maybe 05, if I had to guess. Okay, so Nationals and Yankees. So that is going to be one of my favorite grid guys, Tyler Clippard. That's a nice 3%. Okay. And let's see here. So catcher for the Red Sox, I'm thinking Mr. Mirabelli. And yeah, we could do that. So middle right, Doug Mirabelli. Nice. Okay. Shortstop for the Red Sox. Okay, let's think about this for a second. Let me just see here. You want to do Stephen Drew. P-H-A. There you go. And then Drew. Right there. Second one. Nice. Okay. And then we got a few left here. Thinking about the Angels catcher. And then, by the way, Josh B. Saying quite a few. You call it skepticism. I call it being realistic. I thought we were done with that, Josh. We get it. But anyway. Any grid answers, Josh, or are you just thinking about the skepticism?
Skeptical?
Yeah.
About the grid answers.
Skeptical of the grid. I don't know, dude. I don't know. All right. Let's just think about this for a second. So, Boston and Washington. Okay. So the Nats and the Red Sox. I'm trying to think of. Who else from Washington? Pitchers, relievers. Oh, the Papelbon is probably high. But I could do the Nationals. Not the Nationals, but the Angels. Okay, so if you want to go top right, and then Josh B says I'm driving. We'll try to do as much as I can today. Mike Napoli.
Napoli Auto Parts.
There we go. Okay, we got to think about shortstop here for a second. Let's see. Okay, if we could do Shone Figgins, and that's C-H-O-N-E.
Here?
Yeah.
C-H-O-N-E.
There we go, 4%. Okay. And then we have the Angels and Washington. There's a couple guys here. Let's see. So let's see here. Pitchers. Catchers. Washington. Let's see. I gotta get this. Okay, Washington and Boston, you could do Orlando Cabrera. Okay, and then just one more here. Okay, so the Angels, the Expos, obviously Vlad. Pudge didn't play for him. Let's see, starters, Lackey, no. Red Sox, Nationals. Oh, we already did that one. God damn it, Josh. Thanks for trying, though. We just need the Nationals and the Angels. Let's see. Third base, not Gloss. Johnson didn't play. Not Matt Williams, not Josh Hamilton. I don't think Brad Hand was on the Angels, was he? Really want to get this one. Okay, Angels, first base, Nats. I don't think when the Nats won, who they had. Levon didn't pitch for the Angels. The Nationals. Zimmerman, I don't think so. Lansing? Okay. Good one, Josh. Joe Blanton. All right, point 322. Not too bad.
No, it's good.
So we can switch the music, switch the grids, and to the gridiron we go here. So a football grid looks pretty manageable. Just taking a quick peek at it right now. Let's see. So we got only one team. Okay. So I think for... Yes, if you want to do... Let me actually just make sure of this. So who's Ward? Not TJ Ward. Fuck. Oh, Denzel. Okay, so bottom right, Denzel Ward. Okay. So the Broncos, I think let me just make sure this is right. So it's Garrett. Or I guess I could do Harvey. I feel like he's not. Fuck. Okay. RJ. Okay. So middle right, RJ Harvey. Okay, now we gotta get the rims. I'm thinking on that one. I feel like if he played, if it would count. Okay, so we'll scratch that. Just thinking about the running backs. Oh, Quorum. That's probably a good one. Okay, so for top right, you could do Blake Quorum. Okay. Let's just think about this now. So we got the Eagles and the Broncos. Obviously, Colts, Browns.
Joe Flacco.
Yeah,
Josh
do that
is.
one.
Damn,
42, Josh.
Josh, you fudged us.
Wow.
You got. Oh my God, you skeptical.
Yeah. Oh man. Okay, let's see here. So the Eagles and the Rams, Broncos, Colts. Okay, so that's who we should have done for set, Josh. Okay. So. Okay. Yeah, just do Colts, Rams, Nick Foles. Okay, Eagles, Rams. Let's think about this for a second. Yeah, do AJ Feely for Eagles, Rams. Nice, okay. Alright, so Eagles, Broncos, not Dawkins, not Orton. Running back wise, wide receiver. Audio is weird as heck. I hear Michael Tevin. Let's see, the Browns and the Eagles. I think the Browns have had so many quarterbacks. All right, so for Sia?
Thank you, Josh.
All right, Eagles, Browns. You can do Jeff Garcia.
Wow.
Throwback.
Journeyman.
Yeah. Okay, so Eagles, Eagles, Broncos. So Eagles, Broncos, Winston Justice. So now it's just Colts, Broncos. Okay, do Brandon Stokely.
I remember him.
Yeah, him, Harrison, and Wayne had 1,000 yards. So 107, given having a 41 and a 15 and a 26. Actually pretty good, Michael.
Yeah.
And it's only tradition. You're here.
And it's
we got to go to the hardwood.
It's almost here. The beginning of the season's here.
Yeah.
So.
Almost poetic, I guess you could say. Okay, this is interesting. Finals MVP. It's like, wait, first of all, did they not win till they won with Steph and all them? I don't think Mullins won with them, right?
No, Mullins didn't win, but I'm pretty sure they won.
You don't remember who?
Wasn't it? It's not Jerry West.
I thought,
He only had one with the Lakers. He only had one with the Lakers.
But I guess we could do the players too first, and then just worry about that after. Okay, so for Rockets and Lakers, Christian Wood. 3%, okay. Let's see, Lakers Thunders. There's Caruso, but who else is there? I feel like was Jeff Green on the Lakers?
I don't think so.
Let's see, and then
Russell Westbrook we could do for this one middle. Is that too obvious?
Just trying to think. If it's not Green, I feel like that would probably make sense. Did you see that report that came out? That like it didn't work with the Lakers because he was tired of fake LeBron or something.
Who said that?
Russell Westbrook.
Oh my god!
You didn't see that?
No.
This is like something like if you.
I would like that. Yeah.
Wait, and I'm trying to think for the Warriors too. Iguodala, but then the recent one was Steph. So you think just go Iguodala? Did Steph win all the other? Because how many?
No, KD won one.
Oh, you want to just do KD then?
I feel like that's too easy.
I would say KD or Iguodala because everyone's gonna think Curry.
Definitely Iguodala over the two.
You could do Alex Caruso for Lakers and Thunder.
Lakers and Thunder. I feel like that's too easy, but it's all right. Not bad.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm trying to think right now. I know it's not Jerry West. Oh, Rick Barry.
Do Rick Barry.
That's who it is. The father.
Yes. Who's always tight.
There we go. Yeah, always, dude.
So what do you think about for the Finals MVP, League MVP? Or no, Finals MVP, League MVP.
It has to be any.
Jokic, 6%.
Wait, isn't it gonna go up now that you got it?
I doubt it.
No, watch.
6.
Okay.
Okay, and then like the Thunder thing is fucked because isn't it just Westbrook, Shai, and Durant
For here?
did Durant win? Yeah, he won MVP. Which one do you think? I feel like it's just gonna be 33%. All of them.
Trying to think. Seattle. Does Seattle count for that or no?
It should, but I don't. Did anybody? Like, I don't think Kemp won, right? Ray Allen, no. Rashard Lewis, no. Right?
I guess let's just go Russell.
All right.
All right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, you're doing Durant over there?
No, I tried Shai. It was 47.
Okay. So
not too bad. Because I think, I don't think any other Sonics won. I feel like there's so many Rockets and Warriors. I don't know what. Did Monte Ellis play for the Rockets, didn't he? Think about it for a second. Feels like he did, but I feel like there's also other guys, like role players. Not PJ Tucker. Varejao didn't play for the Rockets. And then the Thunder Warriors. Jeff Green didn't play for the Warriors. No Iguodala. Did no, not Ibaka.
Golden State.
Also, wait, the MVP for the Rockets, Jimmy, right? 1-1.
MVP for Jimmy
Harden.
Yeah, but did Hakeem?
You would think, right?
Right?
Kenny Smith.
Yeah.
Hakeem is 44, but I wonder if any other Rockets, because Yao and did T-Mac win?
No.
No.
They were so injured.
And Yao didn't.
I don't think so.
So and Hakeem is 44%. So we just roll the dice with the beard.
Yeah. Mm.
48. Wow. So there's really nobody.
Oh wait, we could have done maybe. Was Clyde Drexler an MVP?
I don't know, but he probably was. The Lakers Finals MVP. Do we go Magic?
We could do Jim West. I mean,
Jerry West.
Jerry West.
He won it that time.
I
think.
Yeah,
right?
I'm pretty sure he won one where he wasn't a winner either.
Okay, Magic's 18%. Let's see, what was West? 10.
10.
There you go. Okay, so we just need these last two.
Was John Barry on Golden State?
I don't
son?
know.
I know he's
But
on the
it
Rockets.
Seems like he would have been. No.
Should we just do it?
We make sure we don't have any comments.
Tracy McGrady.
Oh yeah, so he did.
Thunder's Lakers, Corey Brewer. That would have been a good one.
So, but nothing on the ones.
You want to try John?
Oh, John Barry.
Yeah. I know he was on the Rockets, and I could see him on Golden State, but I'm not sure if I'm bugging.
Wait, but let's just think about what about the other? What's the other one? OKC. Not,
OKC,
not
Golden State.
Perkins. Not Horford.
Well, Kevin Durant, obviously.
Oh, right. But that's. Wait, was that a trade? No, that wasn't a trade. No, that was free agent. John Barry was on both teams.
How do you know?
I checked.
Nice.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay. So Thunder and Warriors, bro. We gotta not Raymond Felton. Who was with Monta Ellis? David Lee? No.
No, not David.
Not Monta Ellis. Not Gary Payton.
Sean Livingston?
Was he on OKC?
Chris Paul's another.
Oh yeah, I feel like you could almost do that, cause like everyone.
I kind of want to do Sean Livingston.
So Sean Livingston, yeah, you could do Sean Livingston. Do that. Nice, dude. Yeah, there you go.
2%.
Wow. Okay. So what were we bogged down by? We had 240s, was it? 48.
Yeah, well,
but
these-
the MVP stuff is ridiculous.
I want to look up real quick. Rockets MVP.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it was Clyde.
Who is it though?
It's gotta be. That's crazy. They don't have an NBA.
This is probably Hakeem, but that's weird. Like, why can't I see their names?
It's not all the way at the end. Is there a way to like scroll over to the right? Oh, Green. Oh, but
no,
that's
Jalen
this year.
Green and shit.
Okay, that is weird.
Moses Malone.
Moses
dude.
Malone. That
And
would've been a
Hakeem.
good
Now
one.
we know.
That would've
I
been a good
should have known that. I forgot. And then the other one was OKC MVP.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just those three.
Okay.
So,
Oh,
I mean,
but-
that's botched, though.
Wait. Just check. Sonics, yeah. MVPs. Oh, go down. Dennis Johnson. That would have been the one.
Lenny Wilkins, Tom Chambers, dude.
No, All-Star game
Oh.
MVP. Yeah, so it's just Dennis
Johnson.
Yeah. But yeah, great. I'm starting to do these. I'm very much lacking, but trying to get better at them.
Yeah.
So I'll be doing a million grids because the train ride is going to be a disaster getting to UBS. But anyway, yeah, great grids. But one more order of business. If we could go to the world of the National Hockey League.
Here he comes. McDavid shoots. Top shelf. He scores. Captain with the overtime winner. That's a world-class hit right here. Tomsky stepping. Rick Washington made the full split save. Are you kidding me? Side of the net between the legs and they score. Filthy. McDavid Pasternak, the silver trophy to the Golden Knights.
Oh man, I just earn for the days, Michael, that coming out of the NHL's video. We got the music still on. Thank you. That we could hear the scores or the Ranger goals song, but instead we're talking about the Rangers scoring for the first time all season at home, but losing 3-1. And it's just, yes, the defense was good, and one of the goals was an empty netter by Kaprizov at the end of the game. But you got to be able to score. I mean, me and Tony were talking about it, and you thought when Artemi Panarin, not even a minute into the game, found the back of the net, he was assisted by Mika and Borgen on that one, that would be the start, of some more scoring. But the scoring just never came. They played good defense, but 4 minutes later, Brodin tied it, scoreless second. Not enough shots. I think I'm looking, it's early part of the second period, and it's like, or middle part, and they have 9 shots on goal. Like, it's like you got to put more pucks to the back of the net. I was watching this game with Corey. He was saying the same thing. The offensive approach just does not look good. Whatever you're doing, do something different, because then, Yurov gives them the lead in 8 minutes into the third, and then, like I said, the empty netter to make it 3-1, and, Shesterkin, another great night wasted, 29 of 31, but he gets a loss here. He's only 2-3-1 on the season, despite a .957 save percentage and a 1.17 goals against. So, you gotta get the offense going. You look at the total shots. I mean, 24, against Gustafsson. But if it's gonna be 24 better ones, whatever you have to do. And I know you're without Trocheck, but you look at this team. Lafreniere, Miller, obviously Panarin scored last night. Mika, Carrick has had some good games so far this year. Those guys got to score. It wouldn't hurt either if your defenseman gave you a couple goals. I know Adam Fox already well ahead of his pace from last season. So it's tough. You just feel like because of you're wasting these defensive performances, and Boomer was even saying the other day, you play defense like this, I mean, the offense will come. You're going to do great things. But, I mean, it's just you just got to score, and that's it. And, the Rangers, get an extra off day because their next game is actually Thursday hosting the Sharks. So I'll see the Sharks Islanders tonight at UBS, and then the Sharks will be at MSG on Thursday night as well. So that's a game. I mean, you got to have it. So let's see it. I know the Sharks are winless so far, but we all know about Macklin Celebrini. And they've had some other high draft picks as well. So you can't take them lightly and score 4 or 5 goals, actually, because this is getting very frustrating. I mean, we're only 8 games into this season, so let's not go crazy yet. But it's just tough to watch games, when there's no offense. I mean, I think there's nothing more frustrating. You want to talk about MLB, NHL, doesn't matter, same thing. And it's just time for the Rangers to get it done. So the one good thing you could say, Igor, defense great, offense a train wreck. So let's see what they look like. Couple days off, and we'll see them Thursday at the Garden. The Flyers 5-2 over the Kraken. Owen Tippett with 2 goals in that one. So they're 3-2-1 on the young season. The Canadiens, Marty doing a good job with his team. They're now 5-2, 4-2 over the Sabres. Sabres dropped to 2-4. The Jets are 5-1. Connor Hellebuck, almost a shutout, 32 of 33. And Schauffele finding the back of the net as well. So the Jets are 5-1. And then the game of the night featured 2 teams without a regulation loss. But the Hurricanes are no longer lossless, I guess you could say, as the Knights take care of business 4-1. They're now 5-0-2 on the season, 3-0-1 at home. Schmid, the former Devils tender who gave the Rangers fits in the first round of the playoffs a couple years ago, got the start here. And it looks like it's, I want to say, did Aiden Hill get injured? I kind of want to check this out because it says he only stopped 4 shots. And I know he's been the starting tender. Lower body injury. Yep. So yeah. So he started and then Schmid came in. But like I said, we've seen Schmid have really good performances, but it's funny. I feel like I haven't looked at his numbers in a while, but it feels like he never quite backed up what he did against the Rangers in the playoffs. You look at like last year, he didn't even play. He got 19 games, 15 starts back in 23. And had a 3-1-5 goals against with an 895 save. And even this year, even with last night, 899 save percentage. So interesting. It's felt like the potential's there. Can he put it together? Who knows? But what I do know is that Vegas is really good. That's for sure. And I think they're definitely going to be, one of the contenders, come the end of the season. That's for sure. There's actually a full slate tonight. The Devils Maple Leafs game, that should be a good one. Devils are 4-1, Maple Leafs 3-2-1. You got Oilers Senators at 7. Obviously, the game I'll be at, Sharks Islanders. So the 2 young guns with Celebrini and Schaefer. That should be a good one. And then you got Panthers Bruins. Former. That's been a playoff, matchup before. So that's always a good game. Other than that, Avalanche Mammoth. I mean, I guess the Mammoth have played better than what they were anticipated to do this season. Fishboy with a Go Red Wings and Ernie with a Go Rangers. And I thought Ernie was on the Knights. I don't know. I hope he's a Ranger fan. That would be nice to have him join the club. But I wish the Rangers were playing tonight. Would have been nice to go, honestly. But it'll still be good just to be at the arena, live hockey. You can't beat it. And I wanted to do a frenzy, Michael, to see if he's gonna come back. I could attempt to. My bad. Can you just do the hockey music? Thank you, sir. Because we're going to do another edition of the NHL Frenzy, which is brought to you by the Hirsch Law Firm. And plenty of games to go from tonight. But we'll start with the Devils Maple Leafs, the Sheldon Keefe reunion game. And I think his former team will have the final laugh. Toronto, slight favorites here at -120. I just think there are a lot to deal with on offense. Matthews and Tavares and Nyes and Nylander. So I think it's a high-scoring game. I like the over here, but definitely give me the Maple Leafs. So that's 5.5. So this is an easy over. I think the Maple Leafs win this game 6-3. So moving along here, Oilers Senators, Canadian Tire Center in Ottawa. Give me the Oilers. I mean, let's cut to the chase. Kachuk's out. I know they have Pinto with 7 goals. Great, but they're 2-4. I know the Oilers are 2-3-1. But I think McDavid, who hasn't scored this season, 7 assists so far. I think he has 2 goals in this one. 2 goals, 2 assists. Oilers double up the Senators 6-3. Oilers in the over. And we go to UBS. I'll be there tonight. I think it's section 302, if I'm not mistaken. But it's the Islanders, it's the Sharks, it's Horvat, it's Celebrini, and it's Matthew Schaefer, the past year's #1 draft pick. But the Isles roll for their second home win of the season, -225. I think it's an under game, and I do want to check. I would anticipate, being that they didn't play yesterday, that we would have Sorokin starting, but I just want to verify that. Let's see. Does this come up? What is it at the top? Sorokin is confirmed, as well as Yaroslav Askarov. But I'm definitely going to go with the Isles. Go with the Sorokin shutout. And I'm going to say they win 3-0. Schaefer with a goal, as well as why am I blanking on his name? Bo Horvat. So the Isles get the win, and I'm sure everyone will be excited for that. I think we'll have a nice crowd there tonight at UBS. So looking forward to that. Penguins Canucks, PPG Paints Arena. You got the Canucks and Pittsburgh both at -110. I think this is an over game, but give me the Grizzled Vets, the Penguins, Malkin and Crosby scoring together. We know about their record when they do that. Let's say the Penguins win 5-2, so we'll go Penguins in the over there. The Kraken and the Capitals, 7 o'clock, Capital One Arena. Give me Washington. Tom Wilson's gotten off to a good start. Give me Ovechkin for a goal as well, and I think they win a tight one, 3-2. So we'll go Capitals the under. We have the playoff rematch. The Panthers, the Bruins, both teams 3-4, not great starts. And then you have Marchand coming home to Boston. I would imagine there's a tribute video. And I think he gets the last laugh, though. The hat trick in a 7-4 victory. So the Bruins get embarrassed. Panthers over. Moving along. Blues, Kings. Kings, Tony's Kings, not off to a good start this year. 1-3-2. And I think they lose another game here. I'm going to go with the Blues. Neighbors has had a good start to the year. I say give him a goal and an assist. Blues win, we'll say 3-1. Blues in the unders. Ducks, Predators, 8 o'clock. Nashville -135 here. Give me the Ducks, the Carlson, the Kreider, the Trouba. And I think Frankie V finding the back of the net as well. They win a tight one in overtime for Toronto, the game winner. 4-3, Ducks in the over. Stars, Blue Jackets. Rantanen, Riled, ready. Dallas -185 at home. I know the Blue Jackets sometimes gives teams fits, but not on the road. I think the Stars win this one 4-1. Stars in the under. Last game of the night. Avalanche, Mammoth. This is where you pull it. You do the home underdog. I'm always big on the Avs. They haven't lost a game in regulation this year, but the Mammoth, I know the Delta Center is going to be rocking. After going to a game last year. That place is awesome. But yeah, give me the Mammoth here. Schmaltz, the game winner, as they win 5-4 in overtime. Mammoth over, just like that. Your NHL frenzy here on a Tuesday. And then really, other than that, anything interesting here from Ernie? What do we got? Oh, your mic's off.
Go Rangers. Josh didn't allow me to be a fan of any other team than the Rangers, not even the Devils, and I live in New Jersey. Got to make sure I'm not a bandwagon fan, God forbid I have a mind of my own.
Hey, Ernie.
Mammoth, Jersey, fire.
Do you? Nobody's judging. The Anaheim former Rangers, yes, exactly, with Trouba and Vetrano and Kreider. Yeah, it's unbelievable. But I was just going to say the NBC, back on the NBA, back on NBC, first time, I think, in 30 years, Michael.
Mello, T-Mac,
Vince, Michael, that is Jordan.
That's right.
Part of it as well. So I think that's kind of cool. I guess Tirico is going to be the main guy. So it'll be interesting to see what that looks like. But you got the defending champion Thunder, I'm sure, raising the banner in front of the home crowd. That should be nuts. Tickets only $141 for that game. I thought they'd be higher. And then, the Rockets with Durant, what are they going to look like? So how would you take a look at these two games? I mean, the Thunder, 7.5-point favorites there. What do you think we're going to see?
Who are they playing?
They're playing the Rockets. So it's KD coming home again.
It's pretty cool. I'm going to go Rockets.
Me too.
Yeah.
Outright. You could take them the plus 7.5 outright. Durant tight.
Yeah.
Looking to prove something. And I think the Thunder a little fat and happy. First championship, that type of thing. And Ernie saying fuck KD. So I'll say, Rockets plus 7.5. And we'll go under the total. Sometimes teams struggling early on shooting. But I think they win 109-100. And then the second game of the night, a LeBron-less Laker team. Michael Buck had texted me several times. He's going to be out of his seat for Luka, but will he be out of his seat for a win tonight? They are 2.5-point dogs at home against Steph and the Warriors.
I'm going Lakers.
Yeah? Luka 40, triple-double, that kind of thing?
Yeah.
Ayton, maybe 20 and 20.
Resurgence.
I always liked Ayton.
Yeah.
Going back to the Arizona days. But I'll go with it. I mean, who knows? Give me the Lakers. I'm gonna say 115, 110, just on the under. Kind of weird that both totals are exactly the same. But NBA opening night just like that. In a show that just absolutely stormed by here. Glad we were able to get it in here in the afternoon.
Yes.
We'll be back in the saddle tomorrow, normal time.
Yep.
And we'll be talking about the Black Desert Utah Championship. So we'll get Josh in on that one, the golf. Me and Tony have been going back and forth about that. But great show today. Really appreciate everybody who tuned in and continues to comment, like, and subscribe. All of the archives on the YouTube page, Tony, Michael, Renee, and Jay Costume merch, DowntimeTV.com. Well, everybody to enjoy the day, enjoy the games, and we will see you mañana!
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make us love what we do. Thanks again.